What's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. It's your girl, Miss Honey, here for another Married to Medicine review. The last Married to Medicine review of the season. We do have a 3-part reunion special, which I'm excited about. But the season is finally over. This was a very anticlimactic season finale. I stand by the fact that they should have ended it on that beach in Antigua, but that's neither here nor there. Before we get going real good down this rabbit hole called Married to Medicine, please remember, if you are new to my channel and you want to join my tribe, you have to hit that subscribe button to do so, as well as the bell right next to it. That way you know whenever I drop new videos. Also, I would love if you give me a "Hey, Miss Honey" by hitting that thumbs up button. And of course, comment down below. It's not like a whole lot to talk about, so let's see how quick we can do this. The episode opens with Mariah going into the hospital after the winery. They drove straight from the winery to the hospital. Aiden was really ill. She said he looked horrible when she got there. It was very traumatic, the whole situation. Later on, we see where all the ladies are continuing. He was in the hospital for almost a week, she said, continuing to check on them, text her. Aiden was getting texts. People were checking on him. Like, everybody kind of rallied around them during this. Turns out Dr. Damon, I think, had the same thing. He said later on in the episode. We see where she brings him home and puts him to bed. It's all very nice. We get to see both of the kids. Now, we've seen a lot of Lauren, but we hardly ever get to see that little boy. Okay. But we got to see both of the kids. It was really nice. And I had forgotten how fabulous Mariah's parties are. But she does ask him if he wants to still do docs on the dock. And he said, yeah, which I got excited about it because Mariah throws a good party. Like, that Mother's Day thing she threw, that was really nice. That was very nice. And I don't care what Dr. Simone say about if you got an event planner, okay, you have to have a vision for an event planner to execute. And Mariah seems like a girl who always has a vision. Mariah has always thrown nice parties. She does nice parties. So I give it to the girl. The girl has a good function, all right? We get to see Simone and Cecil. They're meeting with Dr. Ken to talk about their relationship, and she wants to know if he thinks that if they should mention their blow up at dinner. First of all, it was your blow up. And Cecil was like, yeah, I think we need to let him know, you know what I'm saying, what's going on, how you getting triggered, you know what I mean? They end up talking about it, and she, in a very non-aggressive way, tells him how it makes her feel. Turns out the incident that's getting stuck in her craw over and over again is about on his birthday. It was a very stressful week for her. His birthday, but it was a very stressful week for her. Her uncle was in the hospital, very sick, and she had a stressful week at work, and she didn't want him to go. She didn't want to go. She didn't want him to go, and she told him if he leave, he can go on to leave, and he ain't got to come back. There's no coming back. And 2 days later, she filed for a divorce. This is the incident that she's bringing up about him having dinner with her. So it evidently was crushing for Cecil to backburner her for somebody else, even though, you know, Cecil and the kids will always take a backseat to her job, to her profession. And I think this is what I was talking about, the give and take, the yin and yang of a thing. Cecil is not perfect, but neither is Simone. I think this is what Cecil may have been trying to say. Like, I did some things, but you did some things. Like, we both contributed to the erosion, but she just wants to talk about this one issue that is like a bone of contention for her that she cannot get over until he acknowledges and apologizes for it. So he does. And she says, okay, I'm going to try not to bring it up again. And the doctor was like, try. She was like, okay, I won't bring it up again. If I do, I'll give you $500. Like, Simone, you coming across real selfish. Like, you coming across real selfish. Like, I'm just putting it out there. I'm just putting it out there. Okay, so we get to see Toya and Eugene. They take the kids to the house, and before the house, the walls have been put up, and everything has been enclosed in. They want to put scriptures down on the foundational pillars, on the floors, in the different rooms, different scriptures, and all they both have their Bibles. Toya is using her phone to access her Bible. Like, she is not flipping through the pages of a Bible. You know, newsflash, FYI, very few people do. You see more glowing faces in churches now, including with the pastor, than you do hear pages flipping. The pastor used to say, I'm gonna I'll start as soon as I still hear pages flipping. Y'all remember that? Well, no more. Then people say, now did you find it? Are you there? Okay, so anyway, they write in scriptures, and she gets emotional because they've come a long way. They're winning now that they've paid their debt off, and she doesn't want to go back there, and she's just really, really proud of how far they've come, and so it's a really happy moment. We see Jackie and Curtis have been having an issue finding their forever home, a perfect place. Of course, she wants to start over because she feels like that house holds a lot of bad memories. And also, Dr. Jackie, you never wanted that house. You wanted to live closer to the hospital in the city in a condo overlooking the city skyline. So you never really wanted that house anyway. Let's just be honest. It doesn't matter what Curtis wants going forward, because he had this infidelity. He will always be conceding to Jackie. He will always be up under her control for this situation. So it is what it is. We go through this thing where they go to this plot of land, and she feels like they should build exactly what they want. And he's just never 100% on board. I really think Dr. Jackie rubs Curtis the wrong way. I'm holding out hope and faith that Dr. Jackie and Curtis will be able to, to weather the storm and really, really stay together for all times. But it just looks like to me she rubs him the wrong way. Dr. Jackie has to have a lot of control. She has found the land, she has decided, and he has conceded. And like I said, because of his infidelity, he'll always have to concede. We see Heavenly and Contessa go to visit Quad at the Sister Circle set. I have to admit, it does look like fun. I don't watch the Sister Circle, but it looks like this is Quad's sweet spot. I know for me, Quad really shines when she's cooking. She's doing her little cooking vignettes. She really shines for me, but the ladies see how happy she is on the set of Sister Circle. She's laughing, she's bubbly, she's vivacious, she's very captivating. Like, this is where she shines. And she's very happy that they came to see her and they came to support her. It means a lot. Doc's on the dock, and Mariah has it set out beautifully. The food, the tablescape, beautifully done. The atmosphere is set. There's candles going down these beautiful steps down at the very, very lower end. She's got sort of a man cave where they've got a Cuban gentleman, a gentleman of Cuban descent, hand rolling cigars for the men. Of course, there's plenty of dark liquor flowing, big, beautiful, soft, comfy chairs, leather couches, that type of thing. It's really set off for the men down there. Up top, she's got a little lounge for the ladies. She's got a lot of high boys set up where people can stay. I mean, it's just beautifully done. She's got an acoustic musician there that everybody's kind of fawning over. And everybody comes. We get to see first arrivals, which was Eugene and Toya, they come. Eugene really loved the whole cigar situation. He thought that that was a great touch, and he thought it was definitely the sign of a great party, a great function. Then we get to see Simone and Cecil, and Simone is enamored by the fact that Mariah has once again transformed her home beautifully, although she shades her and says, let's be honest, we know that a event planner did it all. And I was just like, okay, whatever. Just because you be ordering mows, okay, and having them stack it up around their island in your kitchen, and everybody get a paper plate and get a scoop of everything, okay, and they have to microwave when it get cold. You got no burners there, no buffet burners, you know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, you know, Simone is just basic. She real basic, you know, anyway. Then we see Curtis and Dr. Jackie come stumbling in. You know, Curtis like a German Shepherd. He like an old German Shepherd. You know, German Shepherds tend to have hip issues. So you start seeing them and they just hips just dropping. That's how Curtis is, you know what I'm saying? Curtis, he lumbers more than he walks. You know, he's a big guy with big appendages and he knocks shit over. We see Heavenly and Damon come in. Heavenly, oh, I don't know why. How is it that you drive a Maybach or a Bentley or whatever that car is, but you don't have nobody come and professionally do your hair? I just don't understand. It always looks like she stood in the bathroom at the sink and did it. Like, nothing's wrong with that, but you supposed to be married to medicine. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got a Maybach, darling. Have someone come do your makeup and do your wig. That leave out is over. Stop leaving your hair out. It doesn't do well with the weather, honey. It doesn't. It doesn't. You always look a little wet, like a little greasy, like somebody put too much doggone blue bergamot. Ooh, not blue. Green. Green bergamot, baby, on your hair and ran a warm iron through your head, okay, and smoked up the house and got your hair bone damn straight, but it's greasy AF. That's how your leave out look. Your leave out always look like you ran a straightening comb through it after you put some bergamot on it. That's what it looked like all the time. Like, even at the reunion, I'm noticing your leave out is gross. You don't need to leave your own hair out. Braid that joker down. Get that hair sewn in. Get you a good quality hair. Okay. Get that hair sewn in. Get you a closure. Have somebody bleach them knots and pull it together, Dr. Heavenly. It's no reason that you should be running around there looking like a chicken by the head. It's no reason for that. And you're driving a Maybach? Girl, good night. Good night. It's ridiculous. Just like that junky house. There's no reason for it. It's none. I just draw the line. I draw the line at half-assery. You want to be the star, you know, front and center on this show, but you always dusty. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. And I don't understand why people spend so much time shading Contessa this season when Heavenly's right there. Heavenly's right there. Heavenly needs a good dusting off. She does. She needs a good dusting off. She needs someone to go through that closet and get all of them two pieces. Get all of them two pieces up out of there. Break them clothes up a little bit. Do away with some of them ruffles. Okay, some of them ill-fitting clothes. Some of them Lee jeans. She needs somebody to go through her closet. Go through that old makeup. Get rid of that Avon and that Mary Kay and all of that stuff that is dried up and old and dusty. I can look at her and tell. I can look at her and tell. Ooh, I done went on a tangent. I saw her come in there with that hair. I was just like, girl. Anyway, Contessa and Scott are there, and Quad comes in. She's got a beautiful yellow dress on. I don't know why they kept flashing back to Quad at the old Doctors on the Dock. That was when Quad herself wasn't as polished. She wasn't as posh as she is now. Now she, she knows the landscape of her forehead. She knows the type of wigs that she needs to wear, units that she needs to wear that accentuate her features. She's not doing that simple swoop, because she's got a lot of forehead real estate and it has to be addressed delicately. So Quad has come a long way. She's a beautiful woman. She's got a beautiful body. I think they need to do a sister circle and Quad need to go through Heavenly Closet since they ace boom coon. We get to see the men down in the man cave. Down in the man cave, everything is copacetic. Everything is harmony and love and peace and happiness and staying together, and we need to just, keep forging ahead. They bring up Dr. Gregory. Evidently, Aiden did invite him. He doesn't come for obvious reasons. And everybody just concedes that they like Greg and they're going to try to, keep up with him as best as possible. But it probably is not going to happen. Up in the girls' lounge, not only do we see Miss Lucy, I don't know about the editing, but we do see Miss Lucy. Look like she coming on to Damon pretty strong. I've been in too many of those situations. Where somebody's father or somebody's daddy, like granddaddy, like old enough to be my daddy, or uncle, or husband has started a conversation. It seemed like a great conversation, really innocent, and it goes south because they have said or done something inappropriate. It seems like Miss Lucy was on that side of it. She seemed like she talked and talked and talked until she kind of went too far in conversation. Like it was taking in a real inappropriate turn there. I don't care what nobody say. I could tell that she was making him uncomfortable. And I could tell she was flirting in her own little 1954 way. All right. It was weird. It was weird. We get to see Quad thanking Heavenly and Contessa for coming. It's great. We get to see Mariah hugging Heavenly. It's great. We get to see them kind of making up. Quad kind of shaded it because she realized that she has been in the same situation where she has apologized to Mariah and she has heard apologies from Mariah and it never kind of sticks because Mariah always ends up talking about. But Quad, you do it too. You shade too. Y'all shade alike. Y'all a lot alike. So, okay, I do get her point. I do see her point. But she did seem a touch jealous. Okay. But we already know that Mariah and Heavenly thing is not going to stick. Let's see. We get to see where Toya still has a lot of shade for Contessa. And she tries to project it onto Eugene. And Eugene was like, I don't care. It don't matter to me. Like, I'm not affected. I have 0 F's to give, so whatever. So that wasn't, that didn't catch on. At the end, all the girls was laughing and talking, and Simone and Heavenly and Dr. Jackie agreed that they're going to stick by Quad and just try to support her through whatever is going on. And, Simone said they haven't been super duper close this season, but she's here for her. So yeah, it was a good episode. That's how it ended at Docs on the Dock. It wasn't stellar. It didn't have a lot to go on. Next week is when we really get into the action. So that's all I have for you guys today. Tell me what you think about this review. Until next time, honeybees. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'll holla.